Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, I'm also doing another den designing video. However, this one is a little longer because this one took me so much time and so much brain power to figure out what I want to do with this, which it took me a while to actually figure out an inspiration for what I should do with the den. Because before I even started it, I wanted to make it look super different, kind of unrecognizable. In my opinion, I do, however, think it still looks very recognizable as the aquarium den. And I would also say that this den is not the right den for what I was going for. But I think we kind of made it work a little bit. I don't know. You guys will have to tell me in the comment section. But anyways, you probably cannot figure it out now. And honestly, I don't think anyone will be able to guess. But I decided to do a Alice in Wonderland / Alice in Madness type of den. At first, I just wanted it to be like an insane magical garden type of den, to where everything is green and everything is just full of flowers and all that stuff. But I realized I don't have the furniture to make that. Honestly, I also did not realize how hard it is to actually make this den work. When I first started playing this game, this was the first den I bought when I saved up a few sapphires, and this was the cheapest one. And I feel like I did a pretty good job designing it, but now I feel like I have no idea what to do with it. I feel like I have no creativity for it whatsoever. I definitely feel like I could have done a better job, but it is what it is. So I'm assuming everyone is aware of what Alice in Wonderland is, but I'm pretty sure not a lot of people know what Alice in Madness is. So I'll do a little explanation. So Alice in Madness is a game, but it talks a lot more about sensitive topics, which I'm not going to talk about on here. If you want to look it up or see, people do gameplays about it, people do lore videos about it, you can always search it up, but I will not be talking about any of the subjects that are discussed in the video game. However, I really like the artwork and the style of that game. And that was kind of my inspiration for the kitchen, at least. So in all of the Alice in Wonderland movies, games, books, there isn't really anything about a kitchen. At least from not what I remember. So I was kind of basing this off memory. But again, based off my memory, I do not remember a kitchen being in any of the Alice in Wonderland anything. But in Alice in Madness, there is a kitchen. One of the first few, chapters of the game, there's a kitchen with this really big woman, and she gives Alice a bunch of tasks for you to complete for her. So that's kind of where I got the inspiration. And also the way that I remember the kitchen, it was it kind of looked like a little box, like a shoebox. And I feel like the flooring and the way that my kitchen looks, it was kind of giving that vibe. And I also wanted the outside to be very green. I feel like I do that all the time. But I try to make this one so much more greener. Oh, also I added a little garden in there but the garden has like nothing to do with any of the Alice in Wonderland or Alice in Madness series. So that was kind of just my own little touch, if you will. Honestly, I feel like Alice in Wonderland is definitely one of my favorite types of series because I feel like there's just so much media about it, and usually every single piece of media that is created about Alice in Wonderland is a little bit different. I don't know, personally it's one of my favorites. I honestly think my top 3 favorite video games would be Alice in Madness, Silent Hill, and Sally Face. I would honestly say they are not very kid-friendly games, especially compared to Animal Jam. In all of those games, there's very sensitive topics, so I would personally not search it up if I were you. Oh, and the 3rd floor, or I guess it's a hallway, they brought back the disappearing cat in the shops. So I was thinking this would be a perfect way for me to incorporate like the Cheshire cat. Actually, before I even added the disappearing cat, I still did not know how I wanted this den to look, and then I was like just kind of scrolling through my furniture and I saw the disappearing cat, and I decided, why not make this kind of like an Alice in Wonderland theme, because I feel like it's already kind of looking like that. And I know the disappearing cat is not the same color as the Cheshire cat in any of the franchise Alice in Wonderland or Alice in Madness series, but we digress. Also, this room that I'm working on right now, no idea what I wanted it to be. Absolutely no idea. I just wanted to fill up that empty space. So I guess we could say it's like a lounge area. But I personally think my favorite spot in this whole like house is the 3rd floor. I think I did a really good job. But yeah, like you can tell here I was just doing a bunch of BS. I had no idea what I was doing. I mean, honestly, no, it could be that I'm pretty sure in the Alice in Wonderland movie and cartoon, there's that caterpillar dude, and he's like, you know, smoking out of his, I don't even know what it is, but I'm pretty sure he's like on a mushroom. I guess we can have that as his little hangout area. I don't really know. The only type of caterpillar I have is the pet. Honestly, Animal Jam should come out with a caterpillar animal. That would be so cool to see. Or like a bug collection of like animals that you can play as. I don't know, I think that'd be so cool. I mean, they already came out with a moth, which I'm pretty sure is not an animal, it's a type of bug. Oh, this is what I'm mostly proud of. When I was making this, I was specifically imagining the Alice in Wonderland movie where Mad Hatter? I don't know. Where him and the White Rabbit and everyone is like sitting on the table and they're having tea and they're like trying to hide Alice in this big teapot. And I honestly had the perfect teapot set. I got it from defeating a phantom. And I was like thinking if I should sell it, but it was so cute. It's like full black and gray. It was so cute. But yeah, I think that is what I'm mostly proud of in this whole like build. But then I decided, because usually in the end of every single movie or every single game or every single book, when you reach the end, or Alice's mission is to, I don't want to say defeat, but I'm pretty sure she's like trying to defeat the Queen of Hearts. So I decided, why not make this little area, like this lookout area, the Queen of Hearts lounge? Because I can't make it a castle, right? And usually that's like the last part of the den that you see when you are like exploring this specific den. So I thought it would be super cool to kind of also incorporate the Queen of Hearts into this. But yeah, I think this was a really hard build because I feel like I'm not as creative as I want to be with the builds. Like I feel like I have no motivation or no ideas on what I should do. So this was a very spontaneous build. But I tried to like make it super green, but also just have like a bunch of random stuff, but make it still look really nice. I'm honestly really glad that I bought a lot of the stuff from the Valentine's Day update. I mean, they were so cute, but they were honestly perfect for this build. But anyways, that is all. Oh, and I tried to dress up as Alice from Madness, which did not really work out, but this is kind of how the den looks like. And that is how I try to dress up the Arctic wolf, which as you can tell didn't really work. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and again, I'm sorry that this video is super long, but I hope you guys have a wonderful day. See you in my next video. Bye!